Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Join me on YouTube, guys. I should have let me put the YouTube link here so people can join in. How we are doing, everybody? Hello, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching me from. Good evening. Happy weekend, family. Happy weekend, everybody. Hi, Ese, good evening. Good evening, Kwara. Good evening. Let me put my YouTube link here so that you guys can click to join me on YouTube, please. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. If you want to join me on YouTube, please feel free to join me on YouTube. Hi, Silva. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. No, how am I going to go in here now? Just give me 1 second, please. Please, I'm coming. I just want to copy the link of this very video and post. Okay, got it. Hi everyone. Oh, one person watching on YouTube already. Thank you. Come and join me on YouTube, guys. Hi, Linus. Hi, Manuel. Thank you for joining. How we are doing? Happy weekend. Okay, I've posted the link down here. Let me pin it so you guys can join me on YouTube. Wanna join me? Make we see promote this YouTube page, okay? If you want to join me on YouTube, just join me in there. I just post the link now. Let it come out so I can pin it. Then make we start. Okay. Okay, I don't pin the link there. I've pinned the YouTube link there. So just follow me on YouTube. Follow me. Hello, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me. How are we all doing? Happy weekend. How was your week? How was everybody's week? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Friday. Oh boy, we are so happy that at least Saturday, some people are still working though. Some people still work 7 days, 5 days, but at least most people are going to be resting, celebrating weekend. So join me on YouTube. The link is pinned down there. We are not going to take much time. We're going to very, very fast. And if you want to call in on this topic, you can see the number to call in on WhatsApp. You can call in if you have any contribution to this very topic that I have posted in today. And before we start this video, I'm just going to play this video that I posted on my page. I'm going to play this video that I posted on my page. It's just regarding a little bit of what we are talking about in this generation of our children, though we are talking about a good role of good parenting from a mother and from a father. So I'm also going to play this because the society and the things around us has also added to most of the problems. Okay, so that is why I'm going to play this video and we'll also talk about it. Thank you, Vixen, for joining. Joe, thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody. I'm seeing everybody coming in. Maybe if I'm not mentioning your names, I see everybody coming in. I might give a shout out if the baby permit us to do that now that he's not here now. So let's just go right to the topic and be fast about it. We might break this topic halfway because I'm really interested in inviting someone in here to talk about this topic because I feel she's more like our mama. All those our that's the mommy that I invited a few days ago. So I'm going to check on her. We're going to talk about it briefly and we'll see how today goes. So let me play this video.
Without suffering.
Ils veulent réussir sans souffrir.
They want a breakthrough without mentorship.
Ils veulent
Through the process.
Ils veulent réussir sans passer par le
Because
processus.
social media can make you popular.
Parce que les réseaux
I
sociaux
will
peuvent
play
vous
it
rendre
again.
Everybody
populaire.
goes to like it, so
Tout
you
le monde vient
think
like.
that you are
Non,
up
tu
there.
penses que tu es au top.
But if you haven't been through the
Si tu
process,
n'es pas passé par le
you will
processus,
feel at the top.
tu vas échouer au sommet.
You can't skip it.
Tu ne peux pas l'échapper.
When we were growing, we had no social media.
Quand on grandissait, on n'avait pas de réseaux sociaux.
So we went through mentorship.
Donc on
We
est
had
passé
people
par des
we looked
mentors.
up to,
On a des
people
gens qu'on regarde.
that we called our fathers,
On
that we
appelle les
when they said no, it was
et ils
no.
disent non, c'est non.
This new generation,
Cette nouvelle génération,
when your mentors are saying no,
quand
they
on
say
mentor
yes,
dit
I'm
non,
doing
ils
it.
disent oui, je le fais.
Because I have this kind of view. And
Parce que
that's
j'ai tant de
why
vie
most of them cannot get to a
C'est
certain place.
pourquoi certains d'entre eux ne peuvent pas
Because they
arriver au
haven't
sommet.
taken time to learn
Parce
through the
qu'ils n'ont
process.
pas appris de
My advice to the generation
du
is
processus.
find a mentor,
Mon conseil, trouvez un mentor.
humble to serve,
Sois humble pour servir.
and wait for your time.
Et puis attends ton temps.
And when it's your time,
Et quand c'est ton temps,
nobody can stop.
personne ne peut le stopper.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm going to replay it again.
Je veux dire ceci.
This new generation
Cette nouvelle génération,
wants to break through without suffering.
ils veulent réussir sans souffrir.
They want to break through without mentorship.
Ils veulent réussir sans mentor.
They want to break through without being led.
Ils veulent réussir sans être
They want
dirigés.
to break through without going through the process.
Ils veulent réussir sans passer par le
Because
processus.
social media can make you popular.
Parce que les réseaux sociaux peuvent vous rendre populaire.
Everybody goes to like it, so
Tout
you
le monde vient
think
like.
that you are
Non,
up
tu
there.
penses que tu es au top.
But if you haven't been through the
Si tu
process,
vas passer par le
you will
processus,
feel at the top.
tu vas échouer au sommet.
You can't skip it.
Tu ne peux pas l'échapper.
When we were growing, we had no social media.
Quand on grandissait, on n'avait pas de réseaux sociaux.
So we went through mentorship.
Donc on
We
est
had
passé
people
par des
we looked
mentors.
up to,
On a des
people
gens qu'on regarde.
that we called our fathers,
On
that we
appelle les
when they said no, it was
Ils
no.
disent non, c'est non.
This new generation,
Cette nouvelle génération,
when your mentors are saying no,
quand
they
on
say
dit
yes, I'm
non,
doing
ils
it.
disent oui, je le fais.
Because I have this kind of view. And
Parce que
that's
j'ai tant de vie
why
pour
most
refuser.
of them cannot get to a
C'est
certain
pourquoi
place.
certains d'entre eux ne peuvent pas
Because they
arriver au
haven't
sommet.
taken time to learn
Parce
through the
qu'ils n'ont
process.
pas appris de
My advice to the generation
du
is
processus.
find a mentor,
Mon conseil, trouvez un mentor.
humble to serve,
Sois humble pour servir.
and wait for your time.
Et puis attends ton temps.
And when it's your time,
Et quand c'est ton temps,
nobody can stop you.
personne ne peut le stopper.
Thank you so much.
Find a mentor. Find a mentor. So anyway, we're going to add a little bit of this video in this topic. Thank you everyone for joining me. As you all know, my name is Ede Ipeke on Facebook. My name is Ede Obaze on Facebook, two accounts that I have. And I had Ede Obaze account before for so long. Why I'm going to say this, lots of people have been inboxing me on that Ede Obaze. I cannot go access the messenger of that account. So lots of you that have been sending me messages there, lots of people want to patronize me, being referred from people, and they said they contacted me. I didn't reply them. It's not because I don't want to reply you, but because I cannot access the messenger of that account. I can only post there, I can only tag there, right? So I forgot the password and it's so hard for me, and I have to switch and open another account. And when I have this account, I already have both on my phone. So I was just using two of them, but I can post there and I cannot go on that messenger to get any message you send me. So if you are sending me message on Ede Obaze on Facebook, I cannot get it. So just inbox me on Ede Ipeke. So thank you all for joining me. My YouTube name is Esemwede Nederegbe TV. Many people will be asking, oh my God, what name is that and what does that mean? Esemwede is a Benin name. It's my traditional name. It's called Esemwede. It means there is nothing that can stop your day, your tomorrow not to come. There is nothing that can stop your blessings not to shine. So nothing can stop you from being who you are. There's no sacrifice, there's no amount of anything that people will do that will not make your tomorrow to come. That is what the meaning of Esemwede means. So thank you all for joining me. If you're on YouTube, if you're not on YouTube, please support my YouTube channel, subscribe and share and like and invite. Today, I decided to come up with this wonderful topic as a mother and a little concern that I am partially here to, I will not say partially, I'm fully here to use, part of our mistakes, to rectify the things that we see is happening in people's life, and they are doing it. And when we see them doing it, it hurts. It hurts me when I see people doing things that I know this person is going to, have a mistake at the end of the day. I know this person is going to do this and it's not going to be well. I know this person is going to end up like this because I see the direction that person is going through. It might not really necessarily be because somebody failed and through a process, other people are passing through it, that maybe that person is going to fail. It might not necessarily be that. But if there is also a little hint, a little advice, a little awareness that, oh, some people did this and some people went like this and this happened. So it will also be a boost. It will also be a help for you to be able to know what to do at the right time, at the wrong time, for you to be able to see through. There are some people that might do something and that thing favor them, and other people will say, wow, this thing just favor this person, let me go do the same. And they do it and they are like, oh my God, what have I done wrong? I thought I did exactly what this person did. I thought I was doing it right. You never can tell the little mistake that you made. You never can tell, and you never can tell what was the secret that led that person to be successful. You never can tell. So this is a little bit from this video that I just played, that lots of people don't want to listen to their parenting advice. They don't want to listen to the mentor or people that are talking to them, telling them things that they are supposed to do or they are supposed to know. So these are part of what we are going to discuss today. And before I start, I'm just still also going to read a post I just put on my page right now. I said, no matter how long you discover a mistake or a wrong step in your life, no matter the time you discover, lots of parents, there are things, they haven't really know that this thing might be a problem to my child, might be a disappointment to me tomorrow. You see some people, they are just acting from day to day without even reasoning, without even thinking. why am I doing this? Where is this thing going to lead me to? You see them going from day to day. And it takes the grace of God for many people to realize that they were doing the wrong thing. So it's never too late. It's never too late. No matter how long you discover your mistakes or your wrong steps, learn from it and take the right step immediately. And take the right step immediately. It's just like there are some people, you might have a particular way of cooking, and maybe that cooking to you is so delicious, it's so yummy, or you never see any problem in it. And maybe one time you are invited to a party or you are invited to your friend's house, and you not taste that same dish that you have been cooking in your own home, right? And you not say that, oh my God, there's something different about both of what I've been eating and this. So all you got to do is just for you to learn, no matter the time that you got to learn it. You got to just, oh wow, what am I going to do? Then you make a change right away. I say yes, it's not easy, but it's necessary because you can't change the past, but you can change the present and make amendments for a better level. Your children, this is what we are talking about today. Your children life is always your own responsibility. Our own children life is our own responsibility as a mother, as a father. And we sometimes we are blaming people, just like the video that was being viral all over the place where the little girl was, I don't want to really say much about it. The video that the little girl, I think age 10, was doing that sarcastic thing whereby the mother came out and she was not aware. A child that live under your roof, a child that you see every day at home. If there's any little changes, you have to know. You have to know. So you don't have to blame anybody. This is the reason why I'm saying social media have added, the society have added to the corruption of many things that you see these children are doing. And how did it happen? Where the blame will still be on the mom. That is why I said everything is on the parents. Because when your child started having a phone, a laptop, there should be a time where you give them limits. When they are watching games, when they are studying, when they are doing things, and you also go and check everything they have been watching. You also check to see what have they been doing online. So when you are updated with that, you don't have to blame whether they are on social media or whether with their society or whichever environment they have been moving around with. It won't change anything. Don't blame anyone for your circumstances. It won't change anything. Put good decision and action and solution and act immediately. Otherwise, stagnation is the case. Lots of parents have lose their children out to do some certain things out of which they are they are not supposed to be doing. When we have our upbringing parents like you now or like me, there are things that we were doing when we were growing up, and you know that these things was wrong. We made a mistakes about this. Nobody ever told us about this. We never knew about it. Maybe those times we were playing, there are some ways we were playing, all those sarcastic play that we never know is a way of corruption. You were doing it, and at the end of the day, you now become a mom. You should have that idea right away to see that if your children are going, into such way to play or such way of doing things, you should know right away, oh my God, I'm not going to allow this to happen. These are the mistakes that I made when I was growing. So right away, you make your correction. You will not allow, there's no good mother that will allow an error, that will allow the children to fall victim, have a mistakes in life that when he or she grows, she's going to be regretting and say, wow, wherever you are, if you are alive, if you are dead, they will never be proud of you for that. I grew up I can't remember the age, but I know I grew up when um, I was still in primary school, staying in my father's house when my mom was not there. I refused to move with her. I stayed in there. So I knew all I went through with stepmom. I knew what I went through living alone as a mother to myself, feeding and doing everything for myself under the roof of my father's house. So there are things that you have experienced, and when you grow up, you will never allow your children to also doing those things. So, but these days when we dey so, many women know say this thing wey my pikin dey do so, like let's take example, children are out there to play outdoor play, and your child is not age enough to go and play to a certain time, and you are still seeing them outside. Or they can just come and tell you, oh mom, let me say a age of 7 years old, 10 years old, they will just come and tell you, mom, myself and my friend, we are going for let me just say lakeshore, we are going to beach, we are going to the zoo, we are going, they just frame up somewhere, we are going here, we are going there. And that place is a distance away from where you live, and you allow them to go. Some kids don't even take excuses from their parents. When they are back from school, they drop their bag, they are off. It is when they come back home, their parents will know that, oh, they are back home. So those are the way most of our children were being trained in those days. You just keep parabolating, going anywhere belle face. You do anything you want to do. At the end of the day, you see lots of mistakes that we have made that we regretted about, and say, oh my God, all this way and all these things we were doing, they were really wrong. Why did we do this? So now you are a mom, you are a father, and you want to allow your own children, your own blood, to also be a part of those things. So as a parent, we have to use our guidelines, our own guidelines, that we knew that we made mistakes from things that we thought that, oh, it was good to us. At the end of the day, we find out that no, it was a very wrong steps that we took. So we should stand informed to make sure that those things, our children cannot do it. We should not allow things to happen. At the end of the day, you are seeing most of these children get raped. Because why? You allow them to go to your neighbor's house. I have 7 kids. My 7 children, my house is fenced. If they want to play, we all go to the playground here to play. And if they are playing outside the park in front of me, they are playing whereby I am seeing them. And my senior daughter cannot tell me, oh, mom, like before, when I was living in my other house, there is a neighbor that will always want to say, oh, I want to take my kids out, please. My daughter wants your daughter to come in and join them. I will say, no, I'm going to go with you guys tomorrow. Let's make this trip for tomorrow. And when the next day come, I will always find a way, because I'm always a busy person. So I never allow such room to be opened. We are ready to go out. We go out together as a family. We all plan it. Okay, 2 days in a week, 3 days in a week. We know these are the days, we have to go out, take the children out. We sit down, we make list. This is the days we want to go this place. These are the days we want to go here. We change every week, different routine. So thereby you will not be complaining, oh, I didn't have fun like this, I didn't have fun this way. We have 3 times in a week. Where are we going to go and have this fun? Where are we going to do this? Where are we going to do that? Most especially when summer is coming. So when you create that time, when you create that freedom for them, they will really feel loved, to be around the fun, than even looking for friends to cope or to play or do those things with. As long as they go to school, they do all they want to do in school. They play, they have fun. You see some children age of 10, 12, they will say they are going to their friend's house to go for what is it called, PJ nights, sleepover. And some parents will be so happy, oh, my daughter is going for a sleepover. I knew one time when there was a fire incident here in Canada. A fire incident occurred in one house whereby one of the friend's daughter came to have a sleepover in that house. And when the fire broke out, the parents of that child were able to survive their own daughter. But the one that came to visit them died. The one that came to visit them died. There is no amount of how the way you will take good care of yourself. There is no amount of how you will ever trust anybody to feel that, oh, this person is so good to me. This person is so lovely to me. I believe she can do this. And you allow and free your children for the person to go with. There is no amount. There is no amount of care they will do. So we, as a mother, as a father, we should know the age limit that we should let or lose our children to go and do things on their own, do things with their friends. Because when you have all of this forcing that you have seen, you will sit them down. You will use until they correct them. You'll use until they correct them. Like most of the things that we know is happening in Africa. Yes, like all these children we are bringing up, that they don't believe on anything. But when you make them to believe on some certain things, you tell them it's not that you are putting them to be scared, but you are just trying to protect them. Just trying to protect them. Like when sometimes you see like these children when they are doing their monthly cycle, you see if you don't correct them and let them know, just like what was happening in Nigeria, this part of a thing whereby, thank you for joining, Toby, whereby they were using what is it called, measure pad for ritual and all of those things, right? It was so common in Nigeria. If you did not train up your child on how to go about taking care of themselves, you will see that they are going to be loose anywhere they are. They might end up being in a hostel, they might end up being in college, whereby they're going to leave your home and be in college or be in university. And the same way they were being so careless at home, they're also going to do the same over there. Osagbowa, thank you so much for joining. Abiodun, thank you. Engineer Favor, thank you so much. Okay, they're also going to do that. You have to put a little fear in them for them to know that this thing is very dangerous. Tell them that be careful about your underwear, most especially when you are in your period. Your pads, once upon a time, I know this kind sounds like so disgusting, right? When we went to vacation, right? Myself and my kids, because of where we were, when we left, we stayed like 2 days in Lagos before going back to Nigeria, to Benin, right? Because of where we were was not really that a safe place. Imagine you going to lodge in a hotel and you are telling any of your daughter is having a period. You cannot tell them because they have their normal bin whereby they throw out every morning. You cannot, because say you know what, you block toilets, you can't care less with your child, knowing that your child is already seeing his or her own or is seeing her flow already. ITZ, thank you for joining. Precious, thank you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for joining. So I told them, I know it might sound like yucky. I told my daughter, I said, if you know that you guys are seeing your period here, please, more than not throw one apart for toilet, for dustbin, don't throw away your pad in dustbin. What I will tell you people to do, make sure you flush the blood off. I'm sorry for saying that. It might look somehow to you guys here. But because of protection sake, make sure you squeeze it out. Make sure you squeeze it out and try to. I'm sorry, I know this can be so irritating to some people, but it was just a little way for me to let them know that, these people can come in here, they will grab the garbage bin and they are searching for those things. Most people in hotels, they are being paid for that. If you can be able to bring any pad, if you can be able to bring tissue paper, if you can be able to bring all of these things, they use that. It doesn't, mommy. That's a safe method. Exactly. Some people, their body, they do them somehow when they talk about those things. So that's why I'm saying sorry. You understand? So they are being paid for it. So when you not give them that, they not ask why, mommy, why? This is not so. You just have to let them know and also give them videos. When things happened, I call my kids, I will sit them down, say, you see, last time I was telling you about such and such things like this, come and see a video of it, or say, not again. No, not again, but it's just for your own security. When you tell them these things on time, you will commonize these things. We, because of the errand that we are now, we call it a civilized world. Many of us have just forgotten the way that we were trained. We've just forgotten the things that our parents have used to grow us up, that made us to be who we are today. Thank you for joining, Oluwafemi. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Raymond. We have forgotten. Sometimes here in abroad, I know it's broad daylight, even 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. It's free. You can come out anytime, any day. Right? But there are some certain time I have told my kids, we cannot be outside. There are times you have to let them know, even open the curtains in the window. I make them to know that you don't do that. I know people will say, oh, what is this woman saying? Yes, it's part of our belief, and we know that is true. It's real. It is real. At times, we might take it, oh, it's a joke, it's a main things. Lots of things that we see happening to many children today, it is not because it's an enemy that caused it. They themselves also use their hand to cause it to themselves unknowingly. Unknowingly, you can see like 12 midnight in Nigeria or 1 midnight. EJ, the Benin say Ugboriri, is a nightmare that you'll be walking 2 p.m., 3 p.m., midnight. You'll be so scared. You can't do that because everywhere is so dark, and that is where you see the dark people always, doing their job out there. So, and then, in Nigeria, they will say, don't come out. Normal way, don't do some certain things in the midnight, because these people are out there. Like when our parents used to say, you don't cook at night. Don't cook at night, because there are times you are cooking at midnight, you are not cooking for yourself. The smell is going to the dark people out there. And when you eat those kind of food, you see some people will have stomach ache. I know many people say, hey, Salo, but this woman, you are still believing on all these things. In this generation we did so. It might work good for some people. It might not work for some people. I'm saying, as a mother, as a parent, there are things that we know that these things is not a way out for us. Do not allow it to affect your children. Give it to them daily as a little advice. You might just be joking, you might just be serious, but let them know that this thing is like this. I say that sometimes, I still remember what my father used to say. I still remember those parables, he would say. When he was saying those days, he would say, let me say it in English, where he sits down, even if I climb on top of the hill, I will not see what he's saying. I will just be laughing because he's old. I will say, oh my God, look at my old father. He said that I cannot see. I'm saying, you that is sitting down, you say I cannot see far. Can you that is sitting down, me I'm standing, can you see far? Me, I will just be mocking. I never knew it in a parable way that it is not just what he's saying. Thank you to me for joining. I never really knew that. So when I now grow, I say, hey, God. So this is what he was saying, that when he sit down, what he sees so far off, you cannot see it. Not knowing that it's a trace of life. It's a trace of life, that where it's coming from, you have not even been there. You have not even gone to any half part of it. You've never even known how far. The same way you are telling these children, these things, don't do it. It's not a good thing. When you do it in the future, you are going to meet it. They will be like, oh, no. It's just like you're advising a child. Don't insult your parents. Don't insult your teacher. Respect people. And you've given them those advice. You've told them the reason why. They will have that fear. Really, my mother said, if you give insult to some people, I'll tell my kids, if you insult or you look down on anybody, you don't know who that person is. You insult the person, you thought people are talking, and you give the person shit and you go. The person might have a grandmother that is so powerful. The thing you say to that person might hurt the person so bad. And the person is going to go home and say to the father or the grandmother or the grandfather and say, oh, this is what this person said to me. This is what this person said to me. And you have just said it, you just go like that. And by the time you know it, you'll see whatever. May God not let any evil works of the evil people out there have effect on any of our children, on any of us, in Jesus' name. You will see when some things will be happening, you will not even know where it came from. You will not even know where it came from. You'll be wondering, you'll be fine now. You'll never foresee, you'll never do this. Why? because you did not set a good upbringing for them to know that these things might affect you, that this thing might be a problem tomorrow. Send it to them, even if they believe it or not. Let them know. If you have to give them a little treat for it and say, okay, you know what? Every week when I hear good things about you, when you do good things about you, when you tell them, even if it's 5 naira, even if it's 10 naira, $2, $1, $5, is just going to be freaking them. They want to be the best one, that want to make sure that at the end of the week, oh, okay, what about me? Do I do anything wrong this week? How is it? How far so far? Even before the end of the week, how far am I gone so far? Have I been doing well? Have I been doing this? You let them know that. Yes, yes. You see, let me read this comment. Where is it? Let me bring it out here. So that is really true. Let me read this comment. Let me bring it out. Sorry. So we have to keep telling them those things that tomorrow it will not be a problem to them, because not everything that is happening every time in our lives, you will be putting it, hey, this is the work of the devil. They have come again. No, this is the work of, do you ask them from day to day, what happened in school today? What did you do in school today? I think the comments have passed. I can't even bring it out here. You know, what did you do today? How was school today? What happened? You know, how was school? How did you play with your friends? You know, day to day, you ask them, you let them talk, you let them hear things like that. You know, they argue, they fight, they do this. Our kids, you know, you can't just say they are 100%. You know, you're going to clap for them and say they are very good. There might be someone they are playing, they are dragging. You know, something might happen. You know, and you might say bad word. You know, they might be playing with bubble, balloon, and maybe one person gets it and he pop it instead of now it's my turn, or the other one, you know, something might happen in a different way that, you know, it might make the other one to go upset, and, you know, the style is changing ways, you know. So when things like that happen, you always advise them, go back to your school, say sorry to your teacher or say sorry to your friend, go and apologize, because if you apologize, even if they do anything to you, you don't already beg, their hands will not be a problem to your life again. Whatever they will do will not work on you again. So those are the little things you ask day to day for you to know the full step they are taking in school. So same I was saying about the cooking, the lady that just made the comment, I couldn't bring it out. You know, yes, eating in the night is not good. Eating at night is never permitted in my house. Never. When the time for eating has passed and you are saying you are hungry, that's your own time. That is, you are not hungry, because you have to know the time to eat and you have to know the time to eat dessert. And when that is done, that's it for the day. Say you want to come and sit down and start eating at night. No, you might just take water, juice, fruit, apple, or something like that. That's it. Say come and sit down and eat. Those things you say them, but here in diaspora where we are, but many people just feel everything is okay. Just like somebody said to me, there's no how will I say it? Awarewebo. How will I say it in English? There's no forbidden thing in abroad. This is a well-grown mother that said this is a awarewebo. There's no forbidden thing in abroad. You are a mother is telling a child that there's no forbidden thing in abroad, and that thing that person did is forbidden. It's forbidden. Your child went to the shop to buy something, another man paid for that thing. I am saying to her, when you get home, tell your husband that a man paid for these things you bought. She's laughing. By the time she gets home, I have to call and advise and ask her, oh, have you told your husband? And he started laughing. The mother was there and he's telling the mom, look at what mama is. He called me by my daughter's name. But look at what she's saying. He's telling me that if I've told my husband that somebody paid for what I bought in the shop. And the mother said, there's no forbidden thing in abroad. So you as a mother have given that advice to her. Tomorrow she will also go and do another forbidden thing and say there's no abomination in abroad, because you've given her that yardstick. You've given her that upper hand to do it. At times, even when your kids have some little misunderstanding with friends and you even know they are wrong, you will also even want them to be at peace. If that person is wrong, you also want that person to be at peace. It's okay. Sometimes you guys play. You guys were not enemies. You guys were just friends. and along the line that happened. I know he did wrong for hitting you first. That's okay. Just let it go. You will give them, something that all time they will be just so plain like that. So plain like that. So as a parenting, as a mom, as a father, as a caregiver, never underestimate anything you know that this thing is a mistake, and you just commonize it. You will see them doing it and you will just feel like, I don't care. You just feel like, this is, it's none of my problem. It's okay. It's their life. Let them live it the way it is. No. It's either maybe it doesn't matter in different things, in different ways, but I don't even know how to pour them out so much like this, the way it is in my heart, because there are some instances I will also use to give example also. You have children, they are fighting, they are eating, they are doing things, you see what they are doing, you put them together and say, no, this is not good. You are blood, you are sisters. You have to love yourselves. You have to care for yourself. You see what people are doing today? You will never forget it all. When you now grow up, you will not remember what this person have done to you. Because we know what have happened between us and our siblings. That most people today, their brothers and sisters, their sisters and sisters, they are not talking together. Because when you remember the bad things they did to you, you say, no, these people, you can't be part of them. So when you now have your own child and you see that similar thing is happening among your children, you need to correct them. You need to correct them. Last week here, one of my daughter left her computer in school, and she wants something to she wants to join her like the game they play. I said, oh, I'm so bored. Oh my God, my computer is in school. And he was asking the other of her sister to give her computer. And the other one said, oh, if you have to give me computer, you have so much money, come and give me some money. Out of joke, they were saying it. And I was okay, oh, if you want to have it, okay, I'll give it to you. And I was just listening, I was watching. Before I knew it, he gave her some money. And later, I allowed that person to use the computer so that when I say return the money, she will not say, okay, come and give me my computer. I allowed her to do that. When she was done, I called her. I said, where's the money you gave to you? Give it to me. Do you know this is not good? She left her computer at school. It might happen to you tomorrow. You might also leave your computer at school, or your computer might also break down. Then you will also want either her or your other siblings. So they're going to prize you with something. They're going to prize you with something too. And when you keep doing this, you are going to grow and grow to some age where you will now say, this my sister was so wicked. Do you know when we were growing that time, if I want to use her stuff, she will tell me to bring some money. I said, that's not good. That's not good. If you don't have what they ask you to give them when your computer is at school, will you be able to use the computer from them? If they tell you, no, if you don't give it to me, I'm not going to give to you, said no. Okay, come and have it. So he now brought the money, and that's it. So tomorrow it's up to her to say, okay, come and take it. Or no, I'm not going to give it because I'm not going to charge you because you don't have the thing to give to me. Or it's willingly is going to do it, So that is that. Why she did that? Because I was showcasing the money in her hand. So I say, okay, you want to use my computer, give me some money and come and get it. So that was the reason why she said that. So, but when I broke that out, so none of them that's going to do it again, because this one already heard it and said, oh, okay, I'm not going to let that happen again. My neighbor was outside, is a white lady. It was outside. One of the other daughter cried and said, oh, I forgot, I'm looking for my, they call it a pass, the pass that they use for school. And he was looking for it, he couldn't find it. And he asked the other of the sister to help her to look for it. And all of a sudden, if he priced, oh, can you help me? I'm going to do this for you, And I said, no, don't price anything you are asking from your sibling. Let her use her mind to help you. That's why you are sisters. That's why you are brothers. Then I said to them, go and help your sister. Go and help her to look for what she's looking for. Next time she's going to be there for you too. Okay. So things like that, if you are there, you can be a mom to everybody. You correct people the way you will correct your own child. I went to the beach yesterday. Other kids were out there. They all came because I had lots of kids. And before we knew it, all of the place was so crowded. Just this one with this one peer playing ball, the other one, they are doing their own thing, swinging and all. Everybody all mixed together. I watch on everybody same way, I will watch for my own kids. And if there's any mistakes anyone is doing, no, 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 that's not the way to do it. Oh, guys, you put them in good order the same way you would do for your kids. So, as a good parenting is not only for our kids, also be a watch out to other people, your neighbor, people around you. Because what goes around will always come around. Your child is going to grow up one day, is going to leave you and be in university, be in college, be working, be serving. And those things you have done is also going to come back in a different way for other people to be a watch out for your own children also. It's just like a seed. You might just look at it, it's a lie, it doesn't work. It does work. It does work. Karma is a bee. It works. You can just commonize it and say, no, it's okay. There's nothing like that. There is. There is. It must always come back in a different way that you never expect. So please be a good parent and be a good parenting. Do not neglect your child at any given time. Do not lose guide and let them be doing things that is wrong. Do not lose guide and just let them sell themselves out, be doing things you feel unconcerned. Not until they are up to the age of even 24. 18, they are still a baby under you. 18, 19, 20, till 24, 25. When they are on their own and they are far away from you, you can also, then you will not be giving them, watering everything that you have told them, putting them right. How are you doing? So I haven't have a child of 25, 20, so I will not have those idea of what you're supposed to do for 25 or 20. But I know that when you have a child up to 20, 25, you're going to be watering them to remind them of what you have taught them, of what their life is at that time, how they can make sure till they become a mother or a father to make sure they are on track. You will always keep guiding them. You always keep guiding them. And what I'm really going to say, you are a couple, you just had kids. For your husband, for your boyfriend, or whatever, eventually things went apart. Things went apart. It's just because of this video that's of our lady that is viral on Facebook. I folded my hands, in pain when I was watching, seeing the baby licking the finger. I felt so sad about Cora's daughter, that the baby that was with the dad for 3 days. I don't know how many people will be fully complete to see a baby not even up to 2 years old or 3 years old be out of your sight for even 4-5 hours, that you'll be complete. A baby not even up to 6 months out from your hand. And I will eat, I will sleep. Hell no. When I had this my baby, it was during COVID in April. The doctor, the test that we did, because they must check the baby and make sure every result is out before they ask you to go to leave the hospital. And when you have the baby, when you have baby, I had C-section. If you have normal delivery, you can go that same day if it's not late, or you go the next morning when you have normal delivery. So I always have all my 7 kids are all C-section. When I had the baby, it was during COVID. You go 3 days. And when that 3 days completed, they want to discharge me. Hey God, without my baby, because the doctor was not on seat. The doctor was not around because that during COVID, not everybody was working. Everywhere was so beat up. Hey God, they want to discharge me without. They say without the result did not come, I cannot live with the baby. I said no way. Oh, I'm not going to leave. And they said, okay, if you are not leaving, if you are going to remain in this room, I'm going to be paying for it. I said, okay, how many days am I going to stay? How many days? When is the doctor going to come? Say, oh, the doctor is in a different hospital. We've done. They don't know when he's going to be here. So even if I have to stay, I have to be counting how many days I'm going to stay. So how much I will come pay for room for how many days? I don't even know when the doctor is going to be there. I said, okay, if that should be the case, since you guys don't know when the doctor is going to come, and I cannot stay more than one night, it's not even, you guys are not even sure if he's going to be coming the next day. I said, okay, I'm going to, because the session where they put baby is different. So I said, you know what, I will be staying there when the doctor now comes before they discharge me. And really, they really saw that this woman me now, it not go come out without the doctor don't really come bring results. They now look for pediatric session and look for another free room for me to stay. I stayed, I think, 2 days extra there before I now went with the baby home. How will I just go and have baby with C-section and will come back home and sit down in the house and say the baby is in the hospital? That is where you see many people, many things. In fact, I don't want to say anything, so my body will not take it. Thank you for joining, Ojo. Thank you so much. You understand? So that is it. We will never be careless because you know how it takes you to put a baby for 9 good months and you will now have the baby. Whether normal or whether C-section, you will have a pain that you went through. Then at the end of the day, even if it's the father, if sometimes my kids go out with the boys, goes out with the dad, I will still be looking at the time. They are not still here. I will still call. Hello, is everything fine? Oh, you guys are still having fun. You guys are still out there. I still want to call to make sure everything is fine. Big guys with their dad, I'm still calling. I don't just stay. Oh, I never see which one I take on. You still feel it. The time your body just give you signal, oh my God, you are not here. You feel something is missing. You just want to still call. Let alone a little baby. Guys, don't do that. Even whoever you are leaving a child for, I don't know what has gotten to our society that we are today. That some people we have, they I don't know. Here in abroad, even when you have the baby, they give you 1 year maternity to stay home because they know in 1 year your child, is set to go for daycare. Is set to go for daycare 1 year. So let alone a child under 6 months. Parents, don't do that. Don't do that. No matter what the case might be, don't do that. If it's the father wants to come and see the child, let him come and see the child where you are. Even if you want to go and walk around with the baby, let it just be 2, 3, 4 hours. 5 hours is even too much. 4, 5 hours is too much. So do not be careless about the upbringing of your child because the foundational growth, of your child matters a lot. The foundational growth of how you bring them up, it matters a lot. It matters a lot. When your child is growing as a baby, you cherish the baby, you are looking at the baby. As you are looking at the baby, that gives you joy. And as you are looking at the baby with joy, you are setting prayers. You are setting lots of manifestation on the baby. As you are looking at the baby, even when you peg the baby, there is a feeling you had inside. There's a prayer that comes out of you. I love you. God will bless you. You will excel. Even if you did not say it out, there's something in your heart that, that kiss, even you rub the hair, you are touching his head, you are rubbing his hand. There is something in your heart that is connected to that child. That is connected to that child. The foundational growth of our child matters a lot. There are lots of people when they are having a newborn, they barely want to give the baby out to people to carry, because when child, we believe in our tradition that when a child is not up to 6 months, you see the brain is still open. The baby brain is still open, and anything can happen to that baby when the brain is open. Anything you are speaking, any say that you are laying, it just dey go inside. If na prayer you dey pour, you see when they want baptize child, they go wash the head here, baptize am here, pour anointing oil here. The prayer when they pray for am, when they think anoint am, e don enter inside head right away, we soak inside. It will soak inside. That is when you are bringing up your child, no who wan baff am. Because that first base when they bath pikin, you dey rub the head, they baff am, they comb the head. You don't know I don't know how people do it. I don't know if it's because me, when I'm doing things, I'm always saying it. Now very soon you people come and be using it as a name. No, I always do things like in form of a spiritual prayers in everything I do. You are bathing your child head. You are washing the head off. You are washing dirty off. You are washing tribulation off. You are praying. You are putting blessing on the person already. Right from that day you born now. All my children, nobody bathes them for me. Here in Canada, when I go come back from hospital, say that upon all the C-section that I had, I will sit here, I will bathe them by myself. Nobody. Unless after the days we are taking them to naming at the church, they go naming, it's normal thing. After the blessing, that's it. I know in Nigeria, lots of people do that. Lots of people come and do omugo for you. But those people that comes, they are their mother, they are very close by. You can't just carry any other person. Depends on how that person is close to you. Don't because you cannot use because of shame. You want to lick salt because out of shame. When you know that this person is not very close to you, your heart is not, your heart is not open to that person. Don't because of saying it's okay, make it just not make it come out. No, don't do it. Don't do it if you care about that child. That child matters most, not for your own sake. That child that is coming to bathe matter most than you. Because whatever thing that is being led or done, we pray for something not to go wrong. At the end of the day, you'll be crying. My own mom was bathing, my own stepmom was bathing my mother's first son. Before my mother went to go and bring something, say, go and bring this, like maybe go bring clothes, go bring this from inside house for the baby. Before she come from inside, the stepmom pour water into the nose of the baby. And the baby drowned and died. My own mother. Before go and bring something, stepmother, they bath her for hotel. Go and bring something from inside the house. Before she come, first one that is bathing it, we pour water for nose. The kid drowned and died. A newborn baby. So then you will not say, oh, because he's my stepmother, oh, because it's my mother, oh, because it's my best friend, oh, because you don't know what they carry in their hearts. You don't know how envious the person is to you. This jealousy can go so wide that somebody these days that we are, somebody will be laughing, eating, dining, whining with you. And you don't know that that person is the next key to bring you down. We have to watch the circle we roll. Watch the circle we roll. Not everywhere they call you, they invite you, you will pack yourself and pack your children. Hey, my baby want to. Do you know because of one person that they want to see, my staff is writing me before she called me. Let me just tell her, I will write her back. Sorry. Because of one person, they will use. I will call you back. Please, you guys. Because of one person, they will use a crowd because they knew that you are going to be there to bring you in there. I'm going to sell this trap. I'm going to do one like this. Everybody go there, but only one person they define because of only one person. Because of only one person. Mind where you park your children. They are doing party. Hey, let's go in there. Party, party. My pikin birthday. I go marry you, sakpolo. I go vex. Hey, I go vex. You go say, oh, okay. We go come. And maybe that person now, when I be catch around before, then you say you want settle. Hey, although they play, although the talks is there for 4. Every day, go. I'm doing a party, make sure say you come, don't tell me I think we don't settle now, we don't invest again, but you thought it's gone and it's gone. There are things you just let it go forever and ever. Even if they say salutation is not love, even if you forgive the person, it doesn't mean that if we are not play again, say na this thing. No. At the end of the day, you go there with your own heart, say, okay, I don't settle, I don't go. There are things when you do, we not go believe all these things. It is happening. It is happening. Thank you for joining on. Idris, thank you for joining. Princess, thank you. Amaka, thank you for joining. All these things that we are saying, it is real. These are the things that we just commonize. We just take and say, no, I saw it be. Nah, it's okay. It's okay. Nothing like that. Nothing. I cover myself with the blood of Jesus. Yes. You call yourself with the blood of Jesus. Yes, my children are anointed. When you are anointed, your children are covered by the blood of Jesus, and you did not take precaution to follow her. You did not follow precaution. You just say, yes, we are covered by the blood of Jesus. And you know, say if you go touch fire will burn you. Carry the blood of Jesus, enter front of the pot. If you not go burn you go burn you up to lower. You understand? It will burn and burn and burn. If you not remove her, the hand go cut come out. There are incantations they will do, even if it isn't like public food, now I won't eat them. I'm not saying this to scare people. I'm not saying this that to say, I'm just saying there are circles that you will go and you will know that, hey, okay, everything is well with you. Watch your circle. That's what I'm just trying to say. Most especially if you are with your children, watch your circle. Watch where you take them to. Watch where you put them. Watch who you live there with. Even if it's their father, even if it's their mother. Do you know that when some people will say, oh, don't give children food from the mouth. Some people, they eat food and they breathe from their mouth and they give to their child. In our days before, they will say, no, don't try it. Don't bring food out from your mouth and give to your child, because if the baby is just growing and you are doing that, and everybody will say, oh, my life and my life, the glory of that baby is the glory of that baby. That thing, when you be saying there are some bad characters, when you do, it's like you have given, it's like somebody will cut which for person. You understand? Bring it out from the mouth. You have shared part of your attitude, you have shared part of the character to that person already. You have shared it. There are incantations they will do, even if maybe like public food won't eat the thing. Why be say when they go put things for grant for somebody, 10 people will pass that thing not go harm the person. But when the person name that's been measured on that thing pass that thing, the person will carry stroke, or the person, the whatever they lay on that thing will start affecting that person. Why? Why is it that they will put some hot seats that people sit on? They will put some certain things in people's chairs in their offices. Another person will sit down for that chair. The thing, nothing will work. But when the be say they make sure that person name sit down for that chair, that thing will work. Why are we putting ourselves under risk? When we already know the world that we are now. Have fun, sit in your house, enjoy yourself with your children. Distance yourself from many things. If you know you just want to be successful, you keep your secret. If you know you want your hand to reach up to the sky, you keep your secret. You keep everything personal. Here in this Canada we are, I will see lots of family. Maybe they will have 4 children, they will have 3 children. You will see the way some of the children will have some, I will not even know what to call it. It's not that I'm just giving instance. How lots of people, why? Because these people, they don't care. They go to family's place, they go to friends' place, they go to party, they drag them around the whole place, carry them now. Whoa, you sakpolo, abemi hope my pikin, they come. You go more, you go everything, and you see they come, you see bad gift, give the person. You know, you don't know what they have done to that child. At the end of the day, you see lots of people you will be curing something for years and years and years and years. You don't know what has happened because an error has been done. You don't know. You don't know. As a parenting, when we are taking ourselves as a risk, you yourself, you know that you strong. You are for you. But the little ones that are coming that say, hey, I mean, my car will win. What about them? What about them? And here comes the last way I'm going to say that many parents are not doing. We commonize it, but most people are doing it. Many of us, I know that we will say, oh, we don't know. That's why I read that. I read what I'm going to read now because of what I'm about to say now. You might take it, you might commonize it, but it's a way to a successful life for your children. Yes, it's a way to your successful life for your children. If you do it, it's left for you. If you don't still do it, all left for Musa. No matter how long you discover a mistake or wrong step, I just put this post before I came here. Learn from it and take the right step immediately. Share my video. As a mom, no matter the wrong step that you have taken, as long as you discover a wrong channel, help yourself out. Learn from it and help yourself. Have you sit down and see some video and see some children and you design them? Like, if not even children, look at some adults that are doing nuisance on Facebook. It's the way I look at this, somehow I will put my hand on the head. So that's how we fold my hand. Can you design that adult and ask yourself which generation these people from come out from? What kind of upbringing did these people come out from? What has actually possessed these people like this? Have you seen that to ask yourself? What is the upbringing of these people? Some of these social media presenters that are doing all these miscreants on Facebook, as a mom, have you designed what they are doing spiritually? Is it affecting you? That brought me this topic. Where have their parents lost it? That they did not give them a good foundational bring up. How did they bring them up? How? Coming on social media, something that is going viral, something that your generation and generation to come is going to see and meet. On that same background, your children, your grandchildren are there watching you. You are growing them up in that same house, watching you doing this. How does it sound to us when we are watching them? How does it sound to us? How does it sound to us that which mama bring this one up? Which papa bring this one up? Which kind of life, this person possess before it can reach like this? And when you are looking at that you should, if you have a child, you should look onto your child also and know that if their parents have failed them to grow them and teach them the right things to do, you know already that they were brought from a bad background. And you yourself, you know that when you've not started giving your own children that you are bringing that same advice. You've not started giving your own children a good foundational bringing up. You should know that may God not let them be part of also the nuisance those people are constituting. May God not also let them be part of even not what you are seeing in there, any error you see in other people's life. Know that if you fail to do that to people behind you, you are following, that are after you, know that they are also going to be the same. Yes. Yes. If you are eating, you are eating now, I'm eating food, and oil is in my hand, and you came to me, I did not wash my hand. I hug you with that hand. I use the oil rub you. The oil don't stain you. The oil don't stain you. The oil will still be on your body. But if I wash my hand and you came to me and I hug you, your body will be clean. None of my stigma will come on you. That is the same way that when you are training up your child, you are washing them off from things that you will know that if they will meet tomorrow, give them the advice and you know that they will meet as an error or they can even help themselves. You will know that that thing you are telling them, they will not be a part and parcel of those things out there. My children can never, I don't know, maybe some of you have called me, I'm talking to you people, my children will come from school. My children can never eat anything the teacher give to them at school. They must bring it home. Friends give them anything, they must bring it home and say, Mommy, pray for it, Mommy, pray for it. And when my spirit tell me, don't eat it. 2 days ago, my very close friend of my daughter gave her, what is it called? It's a little, it's a treat. And my spirit said, you are not eating it. I said, they say, Mommy, why? Oh, Tracy brought something yesterday and you prayed for it. I said, yeah, that's because my spirit tells me to pray for it. But I'm telling you, don't eat this. I will replace it for you. I will buy you something to replace it. Even if it's going to cry, even if it's going to mad, even if it's going to scream. When my spirit said, no. Why did they bring it home? Because I have given them video. I have told them how people can give you poisonous food. What goes into the stomach, when you finish eating it, is very hard for you to feast yourself again. I have given them instances of what happened to people, videos that I will tell them. Some of them will be so scared and say, I'm not going to watch. It's not that I want to make them to be scared, but I am preparing them for tomorrow. They can never see pencil on the floor and take it. That is why, because I've told them that people will take your glory by throwing pens. Some people will want to use your glory and give to their children. People can just buy pencil and share it and throw it all over the whole floor because they know if another person take it, the glory will go to their child. If you see pencil, don't take it. If you see what does not belong to you, don't take it. And if their friend is want to do that thing, they will say, no, don't take, that's not good, that's not nice. They will not explain in details. Maybe they will come to me and say, Mama, I was trying to tell one of my friends, but I didn't just explain. I told her don't do this, but I didn't listen. I tried to help her. That's okay, you tried. So, what legacy are we leaving behind? Because many of these things that is going on every day is part of the job that most parents have failed to do, that have led to all these things that is happening right here today. All of this 419, all this Yahoo, all of these things that we are seeing happening today did not just start like that. But because of the foundation that the father and the mother did not leave and give to them, many of them are eating from fire to fry pan to fire. They are is hell for them. If you bring out a big grown-up man in Nigeria today, you will ask him how much you have in your account. It's zero. How much you have in your pocket? Maybe 10 naira or 20 naira. Maybe the person just in Dashan. Why? Because the parents did not leave a good foundation down. There is nothing to write up about their parents, and they didn't have nothing to grow up their child. And now their child now grow, trying to struggle and survive for themselves. Anywhere belle face, when this one call and say, come here, come, I dey Port Harcourt. If you come here, they make am here. When they reach there, anywhere belle face, now you go face. There are some places where they will not go, they cannot turn back. They cannot turn back. Okay, they cannot turn back. They will say, okay, I don't reach here now. Maybe they even borrow money where they take home. They never even know food when they go and eat that day. Let alone say they. So people may even say, even if I die out there, I'm moving, I will not do it. Once they leave, they suffer today, they suffer tomorrow. They will call even the dark on the beg. They will say, no, you will not join again. You work out on me when I'm trying to help you. They not get any chance. Go they beg, please, please, please. Before you know what they happen, don't come join. That's why you see some of these armed robbers, I'm sorry to say, they have no mercy. They have no mercy on people because life tells on them so bad. Life tells on them so bad. And as a parent, you are not sitting down to even realize and see. When I see all these things happening, all this corruption and all, it started from our bad leaders. Our bad leaders. So you, as a father, as a mother, to make sure that a community that you are not going to bring one nuisance again to come and join the ones that are already there. You start from now to start putting them right. That is why I said, no matter how long you discover a mistake, the things you have failed to do before, even if maybe you say don't reach 20 years, I cannot quiet again. I don't say you don't reach 20 years. The thing don't they pay me, I'm supposed to tell you this thing since I'm not confident keep her again because I see where you they go. Maybe you're not gonna go die tomorrow. Even some of them don't even care. They are ready to face anything faceable, even if they kill them, even if anything happen. That is how life have tell on them. Look at some videos that they were showing that people are not sleeping with dogs. Why? Because prostitution has road don't close. Prostitution road don't close. So now they can't see saying that animal come they pay pass, all of them jump. They'll be interviewing some people, even men. They'll be interviewing them, asking them if they won't give you so and so amount and dog won't sleep with you go do. They say yes. They say yes. Why? Foundation don't fail on. And that is what we are still doing today. No matter how long you discover a mistake or a wrong step, learn from it and take the right step immediately. Yes, it is not easy. It's not going to be easy for many. It's not going to be easy, but it's necessary. It is necessary you start, you do it. So that even if maybe things come bad for now tomorrow or they come who can, you go sit down one day, my mama be call me, will be tell me this, so you be advise me. Because you can't change the past, whatever it don't happen before, it's already gone. And because you cannot change the past, but you can challenge the present and make amendments for a better level. Yes, you can make arrangement for a better level. I keep using myself as an example. Right here on this Facebook, I know how I was, gone at those days. I have used $600 to buy bag and shoe. I have used $350 to buy bag and shoes. Handmade, you call them from AliExpress, they will do handmade bag and shoe designers for you. For only one sitting. For only one sitting for you to sit down and just put picture and pose and that's it. And you don't be cloth, sewing another one. All of those mistakes, it takes me 3 years to put myself back together. And from that 3 years is the 4th year now. What I have done, Jesus, I asked myself, so you mean all this money that I have used to invest and do all of these things, both here and in Nigeria, so you mean all these years of my own entire life, so when I come and do all these things, You mean say I will don't do greater and greater and greater than this? It was only a question I was asking myself, but an answer cannot be given to make it a reality because it don't pass. Because it don't pass. So now I'm facing the present. Your children's life is always your own responsibility. Always our responsibility. Yes, it's our responsibility. We brought them to this life for a purpose. Not just to put them and let them go as a vagabond. You brought them. And those purpose, you are going to make sure that they will be perfect and A-okay before you leave them. If you do not allow them to fulfill or do the things they are supposed to do for them, which makes you a faith mother or a faith father, it's time for you to sit right and sit tight and put yourself together as a mother, as a father, and tell yourself, oh my God, where am I going to face this thing right? There is nothing. Let me tell you, once you decide to tell yourself, this time I'm ready to do this, the devil knows how to use people. He knows how to tie people to his kingdom. But when you really don't decide, say, no, enough is enough. You really decide, you purge your system. It go run from you. Go say, this one's serious, so we're not going to try him again. Are you really ready? That was how I was ready. That was how I was ready. When life clocked to the other side, when an idiot laughed at herself and said, I have 6 children at that time, that is not to have children, but is to take them to Nigeria. You are investing in Nigeria, you can't take those children to Nigeria. I was just laughing. I said, look at this fool, this idiot. You are saying this when me am avoiding Nigeria because I'm waiting for my little one to grow so that anybody touch him, he can be able to say, this is happening to me. I was waiting for my boy to grow a little bit to be able to recognize anything because I have all my children very close. That was the reason. You don't know the reason why I was not ready to go to Nigeria. My husband was always going. He would want us to go. I would say, no, I'm not going. But when I saw the video the person did live on Facebook, I said, really? That same year, 2 months later, I was in Nigeria with my 6 children. Do you know what it takes to go with 8 family to Nigeria? And I stayed 4 months on my first visit. When I get to Nigeria, after many years, when I don't take commute, can't go back. I said, wow. This is how this place is now. I sit myself together. And before I went again, I went on the first visit 2016 and we came back 2017. It was December, we went in summertime in 2016. We spent 4 months. Then 2018, we went back again in December. And we came back in February 3rd or 4th. If not because of coronavirus, I have uncountable business in Nigeria. Because of coronavirus, I would have been there. I would have been there since 2018 that I came. I have lots of business in there. Because I have little children, I would not want to be on my own self alone and say, oh, it's okay, everywhere is free, you know. My kids, all of them, apart from the baby, all of them take shots. All of them took shots. But I will not say because they take shots, make I pack them, they go. No, I'm still on the watch out for them. And by the grace of God, family of, how many of us now, plus 1 added, 9, we will still go there and spend how many months we want to come. And that is the 3rd time I'm going to lay a very strong prayer on this Facebook because I said, if I go to Nigeria the 3rd time and this same person did not go with his or our own family, he will face the wrath of God because I feed you. You can never eat from someone and beat the person on top of his food. Even the dead people cannot even eat your food and kill you for your good. So I'm going to leave now because the babies are awake. Mom, Dad, your children's life is your own responsibility. Don't blame anybody, okay, for any circumstances. It will not change anything. Put good decision right now and make it work for good. Make a good solution, okay? Watch out for your children. Be there for them. God bless you all for joining. I hope we all enjoy this. Share the video, guys. I have to go and pick up the baby. He give us a good time. Bye, everyone. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody.